guys. So today what I want to do is work on teaching your dogs eye contact. So when dogs first start learning, they learn via hand gestures and facial expressions. So it's really important to teach the dogs how to pay attention to you, how to focus, and how to watch your body language. So in this one we're going to teach the dogs some eye contact, and on the next video we're going to teach the dogs a hand target so that they get used to following a hand target. So I've got Coco with me today, and there's a couple of easy ways to teach eye contact. So I'm going to talk you through a couple. So the first one is really easy. This is the one I use mostly for young dogs. What you're going to do is put a treat between your feet. When the dog looks up at you, look. Yes. We're going to add in your cue with your marker. Look. Then wait on the dog. Yes. Good. Coco, look. Yes. Good job. Right. As the dog gets more consistent, you can withhold your yes for a little bit of duration on that. Coco, look. Yes. And you can start adding a wee bit of duration to it. Coco, look. Yes. To start with, I always use a hand gesture as well as the cue, because dogs like to learn with hand gestures before voice. Later on, we can just use your voice. Coco. Yeah. Coco, look. Can you look? Yes. Good. And you're just looking for a bit of eye contact. Look. Yes. Good job. Then once the dog's used to it, you can start adding movement to your look. So you can use Coco, look. And get the dog to follow your eye contact. Yes. Good job. Coco, look. Good, look. Look. Yes. Once the dog's a bit more consistent, you can then add in movement with the dog as well. Coco, look. Good. Look. Yes. And get the dog to follow you and watch. Look. Good look. Good job, Coco. Look. Yes. Good girl. Coco's still learning movement with eye contact, but it's a useful one to use for close heel work. Can you spin? Good. So when you're working with the dogs, it's really important to have a cue which we can use as a positive interrupter. What that means is a cue that says, stop what you're doing and look at me, so that I can give you better direction or a guidance on what I want you to do. I use a look cue quite a lot for things like when the dog's doing something that I might not want them to do and I want to tell them a different way of doing it. So for example, if your dog is running around the garden and there's no focus, you can ask a look cue, and the dog can then look at you and then you can recall them to you. If the dog is digging in the garden, you can use a look to get the dog's focus. The dog will stop what it's doing. Then you can use a leave it cue or a recall cue and teach dog an alternative. There, if your dog is if your dog is fixating on your feet, for example, if they're a feet chasing dog, then if you stop moving, you can ask a look cue to get your dog to stop fixating on your feet. You can use it when there's dogs around and teach your dog not to fixate on other dogs. I use it when my dogs are off the lead so that I can give them better guidance on what to do off the lead. Hi, good job. I know, Coco's still learning quite a lot of these things, but she's doing not too bad. She's much better at working these days. Coco, look. Yes, good job. So when you ask a dog to look, good look. Yes, it doesn't matter whether they're sitting, standing or downing, as long as they look at you. Now, you can start adding in more distractions to this. So if I had treats off to the side, Coco, look. Look. Coco, look. And see if the dog doesn't look back, because Coco's still learning this one, put the treat up to your face, look. Yes. Start again and keep testing your recall and your look cue. Coco, look. Yes, good job. So you want to keep testing that look cue under more distractions. Good, Coco, look. Yes, good job. With her being a sight hound, she has very good eyesight, and she does like to fixate on things, especially food and things that move. Coco, look. So you're waiting on the dog, yes, and you're marking that look away from the treats or the tennis ball or the toy. Good job. Ready? You can use some toys. You ready? What's that? Coco, look. Yes, good job. And you can start adding in more distractions to that. Later on, I use it a lot for a weight. So if I was doing a weight for a tennis ball, for example, this is Coco's favourite thing, is a tennis ball. Sit. Good job. Down. Wait. And then you would get a Coco look. And wait for it to look away. Yes, go get it. And then send her to something. So that means that you've got a lot easier way of getting your dog to focus under higher level distraction. Good job. Ready? Go round. Good. Sit. Come this way, bud. Down. Good girl. Wait. Go. Look. Can you look? Right, and then wait on the dog before you release them. Yes. Go get it. Good job. So you can add your distractions to your look cue and make it more and more consistent or more and more reliable. But I find that's one of the really good foundation cues is to teach your dog how to focus on you a little bit more. It also means that we can use it in the house if we want to give the dog better guidance rather than using no, stop, leave it, bad dog, things like that. I say the ball. So we want to be able to use things that just says, stop what you're doing, look at me, and I'll tell you something that's maybe better to do rather than chewing the ball or running away with some socks. Good job, Coco. If your dog is really struggling with an automatic check-in when you're dropping a treat on the ground and get the dog to look at you, you can use an alternative which is a little bit easier for some dogs. What you can do then is you can put a treat from the dog's nose to your face. Look. Yes. And get the dog to look directly at the treat at your face with a hand signal. Look. Yes, good. Look. Yes. And then remove the treat. Coco, look. Yes. And then treat from your bag, rather so that they're working for an empty hand. Coco, look. Yes. So you can use a prompt with a treat up to the dog's face. The dog is very distracted. But the easiest way that I find for young dogs is to let them figure it out on their own, which is better brain work for them. So you would put a treat on the ground and wait for them to eat the treat and orient back to your face for a look cue. So you give the dog a treat, look, yes. And then you would do it again, look, yes. And then you would start doing it for an empty hand. Good job. Look, yes. With this cue, you can use look, or watch, or me. There's lots of other different cues depending on what you would prefer to use. Coco, look. I know I can see the ball. Yes, good job. Good. You ready? Sit. Down. Wait. Look. Yes, good job. And start using your look cue with a higher level of distraction, including adding in a wee bit of impulse control if you want to. You will find on one of my other videos more examples of impulse control, especially for prey-driven type dogs, using tennis balls, which is very prey-like with the erratic movements. And you'll see some examples on there which you can add in your look cue to if you wish. So we will see you on the next video where we're going to work on hand targets with Coco. I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll see you next time.